and introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 61.3 kilograms and trains under Ben Vickers out of Scrappy MMA and the Costa Academy. Fighting out of Perth, Western Australia, presenting the #1 ranked Eternal Bantamweight contender, Rod Costa! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 60.8 kilograms and trains under Steve Wallace at a Lawston Boxing Gym and Furnace MMA. Fighting out of Hobart, Tasmania, with a professional record of 7 wins for 3 defeats. Presenting the former Eternal Flyweight and the former Eternal Bantamweight champion, Shaun the Buzzsaw Etchell!
This matchup presented by proper number 12 Irish whiskey. Here we go, round 1.
And we know Shaun's got very heavy hands and he throws them in bunches. It's going to be interesting to see how he comes out here. Because we definitely know that's his power. We saw the Jack Jenkins-Rod fight, how Jack utilised the leg kicks. It's going to be interesting if Shaun tries to implement the same game plan.
Come out with a couple of good strikes so far as Etchell. Coming in as a warm favourite in this main event as well, Etchell, which surprised a few people.
But we can see that leg kick game's already being implemented. You can see Rod now going high-low. Ideally, we're going to see Rod set up a shot, but we know he's confident with his hands these days. But that's where Etchell, I think, has the potential advantage. Rod's obviously recognised that kicking game. He's stepping back out of distance of those kicks. It's going to be interesting to see how we go with the grappling exchanges and when Rod will engage it and how Shaun reacts.
It was a nice leg kick so far from Etchell. So, Rod Costa is having a bit of trouble settling so far. But we're still early.
We do see with the leg kick, especially in that 5th round of the Jenkins-Costa fight, when Rod finally did get his timing, but by then it was too late. And Shaun is settling quite well here.
And he's throwing some really nice strikes on Costa. Costa's having a bit of trouble with them, those leg kicks and those head strikes. So
he's finding a nice rhythm here, Shaun.
Oh, that's a nice punch there by Etchell.
He's got very tight hands, Shaun.
Another one. His hands are really letting go. I think Rod Costa's going to be looking for the takedown very soon.
And it's the same, a similar leg kick style to what Jack Jenkins used really well with Rod. And it caused some problems, and that's Shaun's obviously they've watched some tape and they're trying to implement something similar.
His hands are so crisp so far as Etchell.
Very good boxing background, Shaun.
He's showing it so far in the cage.
And there's the shot.
This is the ground game that we're talking about. This is where he wants it.
And this is where...
Look at this. He's trying to get out and he's cupping the legs.
You can see how much Shaun does not want to be there. This is a very dominant half slicer potentially.
Oh, look at those elbows by Etchell to the side of the head of Costa.
Potentially a calf slicer position. He's a bit too much to the side, but if he can keep this centred on, he does potentially open up a calf slicer here. But he's using that far hook. And this is a very dominant, this is where Rod can sort of retain. But this is where Rod wants to be. And this is where he excels. You see Shaun looking towards his corner. Rod's still got control of that leg.
Right, Daniel. It said Etchell does not want to be here. You got to look at the face of Costa as well. He's eating some strikes.
It's very similar to the Khan-Offley Rod Costa fight, where we saw Rod in this position and used that to expose and take the back. Be interesting to see. Rod, I mean, although Shaun does land some good strikes there, this is a very dangerous position for Shaun to stay in.
Rod doesn't want to be eating too many of those elbows.
No, of course not, no. And it's not even that, even if one of them slices you, it changes the fight.
He's getting a better position now with Rod Costa.
This is where, Rod's coming higher, and this is the dangerous position for Shaun. But he's done really well to transition here and try and stay. You can see Rod controlling that far arm. And Rod is traditionally he takes his time, he never rushes anything. And we've still got a minute 20 left, so he's still got time to make these decisions and do what he wants.
5-minute round has gone so quickly, hasn't it?
Very quick. And you definitely give the start of the round there too, but this is a very dominant position now for Rod to be in for the last 2 minutes. There we go, and there he's using that to come up.
He's patient, isn't he?
Yeah, very patient. He's very methodical.
right in front of the scrappy MMA corner as well. So he's giving him the times. Both of them get that information though.
And Shaun's doing well here to maintain the position and not let Rod advance.
So dangerous.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now, Rod. Now's the time. Your head's over here.
So now's the time you can hear the instructions.
This is dangerous position, very dangerous. And this is very dangerous.
Got 30 seconds to work.
And this is where Rod, his style is like very slow.
Oh, look at this. He's trying to sink in the rear naked choke.
But this is where Rod's style is. He's a wet blanket.
Oh, look, here we go.
Shaun does well to defend it. And he run out of time here.
He's going to run out of time, I believe.
But this is a big confidence boost for Rod.
Huge. Especially after the way that the round started.
That needs a little bit of that knee. But Shaun straight out again, regaining the centre of the octagon. Because this is where he knows he's dominant.
So far, so good with that. Again, the striking on the feet, you can tell it's hugely in favour of Etchell. You know where Rod Costa wants to get it.
Yeah, Shaun seems to have recovered well from the potential knee injury
Probably
here.
just be in that position for like 2 minutes of the round.
But
like just shaking it off.
This is where Rod wants to be, against the cage too, so he's got the opportunity to get these positions. And now we've got 5 minutes to work. 4.5 minutes.
A lot more than he did in round one.
Yeah. And it's a tiring position. Rod is a seasoned grappler, so you'd think he'd last a lot better here than Shaun in these positions. But this is tough when someone...
Wow.
Yeah, and there's the back.
He's getting to where he wants it.
And this is where, like Rod mentioned, this is the transitional movements where Rod is typically a little bit slower, where Shaun is
explosive.
Yeah, explosive. And it couldn't work in his advantage here. And here Shaun's ended up on top.
Well done by Etchell.
Yeah, very good.
Vicious knees, elbows, so Costa is hurt. He's taking the shot, but I think he wants to keep it in close. But Etchell is
all over him.
Yeah, he's all over him here, Etchell.
So Rod needs to...
Wow, look at that elbow as well.
And this is where Rod will get tired. When Etchell's on him like this, Etchell needs to push the pressure.
Elbow again by Etchell. His stand-up is so good.
Yeah. And there's the body lock now.
Made a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Rod can regain composure, but Shaun was looking great there. He just does not want to be at this distance. When he can keep at a range, he's got an advantage on the feet. And you can see Rod's controlling the hand, using that underhook to keep the pressure on this on the cage.
So this is probably where more Rod Costa wants it, not where he was before, because he was getting tagged and absolutely smashed.
Very well to recover there, and Shaun was on him.
So he's got some great hands as Etchell. We're seeing that in more so tonight.
And then mixing the elbows and the knees in too, not just the hands. But see, Etchell's going to look to sneak out the back door here and cut the angle. But now Rod realises that and reaches around and shuts that down. Now Rod's got the double unders, and this is where he's going to engage the trips. Like we saw in the earlier fights on the card. But well done, very well done by Etchell to regain that underhook. But again, another great round for us.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. Here we go. He's going to look to lift
it down again.
But this is Shaun. He's straight up and out. He exposed his back, but he still does well to... this is a compromised position now. This is where Shaun made the mistake of trying to get up.
Oh, look at this.
But here, is that inside?
It looks like it might be inside.
Yep.
It's inside.
He's caught the hand.
Oh, no, he's inside.
That's a one arm.
The crowd. He's grappling. Unbelievable. Wow!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge has called a stop to this fight at 3 minutes and 22 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke and new Eternal Bantamweight champion, Rod Costa! Rod, congratulations, my friend, on another hard-fought victory. Now, the last time we spoke inside this cage, you said to me that it should be illegal for you to fight a bantamweight because you're just too strong. Well, I think you might be right, my friend. You looked incredible tonight when it came to the grappling, and of course, you ultimately led to the finish. Tell me about your camp leading into this fight.
Thank you. It was a really hard camp, and it's funny fighting someone like Etchell that you know is going to come forward and going to bring it. I think I'm the fittest I've been for a long time, but after that first round, you're like, ooh, maybe I'm not. But no, it was good. I had one of the best camps, doing a lot of rounds with the bigger guys and getting, bashed a lot. I think that helps.
Well, whatever it did, it paid off tonight. You are the new Eternal Bantamweight champion. Rod, your skill set continues to develop and change. You're undoubtedly the biggest submission threat we have on the Eternal roster. You have unmatched durability and toughness, and you were a recipient of last year's Knockout of the Year, so you got some hands on you too. What do you credit this quick development in your MMA game to?
It goes to the guys from Scrappy. I train very hard, If I have a fight coming up or not, I'm always training. I'm following guys like Beck and Della who are always in the gym. So the improvement comes from that, from my coach that opened the doors for me and turned me into like a okay, complete fighter. But yeah, it's just hard training, good people to lead me, and taking the opportunities, unlike those pussies around, No one wants to fight.
Well, you want to fight and you're amazing at it. Listen, Rod, you are now the king of the Australian bantamweights. You might be due for a nickname change from Kickboxer Costa to King Costa, just a suggestion there. But listen to this crowd. You got a lot of love in the building, my man. You're the Eternal Bantamweight champion, but, however, you are a former title contender at the Eternal Featherweight division. The vacant featherweight title is being contested in December between Justin Van Heerden and Jago Pereira, both of whom you have wins over. Can the fans expect a possible double champ attempt from King Costa?
Before I go, to answer your question, it will be up to them. If they're real competitors, I think they want to get the win back. I lost to Jenkins, I will fight him tomorrow to get the win back. If I lost to Shaun, I would want to fight him again. So if any of those guys want to get the loss back, I knocked one of them out, and I dominated the other dudes. So if they want it, I think it should be me. If they're not, I'll defend the bantamweight, whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your new Eternal Bantamweight champion, Rod Costa.